What's up, children of the sun? This is your boy, your metaphysical advisor, Montre Bible, and I will be doing some readings and some astrological advice for the full moon coming up on February 19th. It's gonna be a pretty hectic weekend anyways, for Valentine's weekend. Not only the full moon, we got Chiron, which is like a meteor, planetoid kind of thing. It's not really a planet. And it's moving into Aries. It takes about 7 years for this body to move signs. It's been in Pisces. Chiron is about healing. It's called the wounded healer. And so Chiron has been in Pisces for the last 8 years, since 2011. So we've been doing a lot of spiritual healing, a lot of spiritual awakening in this past few years. Everybody has. It's going to move into Aries, where it's going to be moving into the healing of self. A lot of people are going to focus on self-healing or healing of their ego, healing of their mind. So we're going to see a lot of that in the next 7 years. We're going to be forced to look at our weaknesses in our own personalities. We're going to see that a lot. So get ready for that, guys. Full moon is in Virgo. Virgo is all analytical. So let's start with Virgos, okay? So Virgo, you have a full moon in your first house, okay? Also, guys, be sure to look at your not just your sun sign, but also your rising sign and your moon sign, so you can get a full picture on this, because this is a general reading, okay? So Virgos, the first house is all about yourself. Just what I was just talking about. Because Virgo is very analytical, the full moon is going to bring light into how you're seen or how you see yourself. So don't get too nitpicky, because Virgos are very nitpicky about everything, very analytical. So during the full moon, you might be like, oh my God, look at that zit. Oh, I'm so ugly. And it's not that big of a deal. So don't freak out about that. Let's see, the card that I have for you guys is the Temperance card. This is a major message that you guys need to really balance out who you are, who you think you are. Okay, don't go too far to the left, too far to the right when it comes to how you identify yourself or who do you think you are. Okay. All right, so let's move on to Leo. Leo, it is a full moon in your second house, the house of value, the house of money, income. So money issues may come to light. You may get your income, your tax refund during this time. Big money time for you. It's the second house. Don't spend too much of it. Okay. The cards are telling me that you've got the Nine of Cups upside down. This is telling me that maybe you should watch your spending. Don't go overboard. There's some things you want to show off, but you're not done yet, okay? The Nine of Cups upside down is telling me that you may not be proud of what you have. So it's in your second house. There may be some things that you value that you don't have yet. Don't worry, Leo, it's coming. So the full moon may bring light to that. Let's move on to Cancers. Cancers, you guys, like I said, are very affected by the full moon. And I did readings on everybody, monthly readings. Y'all can go back and check that. Full moon for Cancers. Page of Cups. Looks like a little love message, a romantic message is coming to Cancers on this full moon. The third house is about communication, so it's going to be your third house. Somebody is going to bring you a message, possibly a romantic message. Somebody's got something to tell you, Cancer, on this full moon. Get ready for it. Let's move on to Gemini. The full moon is in your fourth house. Fourth house is about family, home. So the full moon is going to light up that area. There may be some family issues that come up, maybe something with your house, something about your stability that you need to deal with during the full moon. The Hierophant is telling me that you need to go ahead and do it the traditional way. Whatever works, what's been working, don't try to think up a new idea. There's something that you haven't been looking at. The Hierophant also tells me something traditional about your family, maybe somebody, maybe one of the older people in your family you may be dealing with. Look to their wisdom. The full moon is going to bring light to this person. You may need to talk to them, get some advice. Let's move on to Taurus. Taurus, the full moon is happening in your 5th house of romance, childlike innocence, creativity. I think you, Taurus, is going to be really thinking about romance for the full moon, especially with this Valentine's weekend coming up. Something happened. Looks like you guys got the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups, a romance may be, you may be walking away from a romance. You may choose to walk away. Maybe you started something and it's time to just stop building on anything. The 8 of Cups tells me the 5th house, romance, something ain't right, Taurus. Something needs to be gone. Especially in the romantic issues, that full moon. Virgo, you might be analyzing a romantic relationship and realizing that it's not cracked up what you thought it was going to be. Or maybe somebody's walking away from you. All right, full moons, they do bring up some weird feelings. So that takes us to Aries. Aries, the full moon is happening in your 6th house, house of job, what you do day to day, your routine. Maybe you've been analyzing your job, thinking about what you should be doing. You're waiting for something. You're waiting for your chips to come in. Maybe you've been applying and you still haven't seen anything yet. Maybe you've been trying to get things going. You've been planting some seeds, trying to get that promotion or whatever, trying to get a new job. Oh, still waiting. It's going to happen. Just keep on waiting. Keep watering that garden, Aries. Let's move on to Pisces. Pisces, the full moon is happening in your 7th house of relationships. Should be interesting. You're going to be analyzing your relationships hardcore, not just your romantic relationships, but every relationship you have. Okay, cards are telling me, uh-oh. Actually, this is not bad. 5 of Cups. Pisces, something that you lost, maybe a past relationship you're going to decide maybe to come back to, or somebody that was in your past that you lost is coming back. Get ready for it, Pisces. A relationship, a full moon is about to light up a lost relationship. Either that or some Pisces, you may have lost a relationship and you're getting over it. You're getting over the loss, over the full moon. So you won't be able to run away from this relationship issues during the Virgo full moon. It's going to have you analyzing those relationships. Let's look at Aquarius, happening in your 8th house. 8th house is about finances too. It's usually about loans, endings and beginnings, sexuality. Full moon is going to light that up. If you have any financial issues like debts and stuff, it's going to light that up. The full moon is going to bring attention to that. If it's about sexuality or how you've been dealing with sex, your sex life, if you've been ignoring it, it's going to bring that up to attention, and that might be the case. Cards are telling me that the 9 of Swords, you may have been having some issues with somebody in regards to either finances or sexuality. You're about to get over that really quick. Aquariuses are pretty good at getting over things, letting things go. If something's been keeping you up at night, it's about to stop. Let me take a little drink real quick. Moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn. Full moon is happening in your 9th house. 9th house is about higher learning, higher spirituality, travel, foreign travel, abundance. Capricorn, what is this full moon lighting up for you? You might be thinking really hard about very deep subjects, Capricorn. Maybe spirituality. Maybe you're getting really deep about spirituality. Let's see what the cards say. Oh, Capricorn, you're having a hot weekend. Looks like you're going to have a lot of fun. I think you may be either traveling for fun or having fun with some people that you didn't know before. Meeting some new people, maybe some people from a different walk of life, Capricorn. Gonna be having a good time during the full moon on February 19th, or close to it. Let's move on to Sagittarius. It's happening in your 10th house of career and fame, how people know you. You're going to be analyzing that, how am I going to get famous? What am I going to do? What am I not doing? Sagittarius, you've been focusing on that career. What am I supposed to be doing in the world? There's a new opportunity about to happen. There's some potential. Something potentially about to happen. Something that you just started that has potential for growth. All right, Sagittarius, looking good for the full moon. Good, congratulations. Moving on to Scorpio. Scorpio is happening in your 11th house. 11th house is about friends, associations, also about wishes. You might be analyzing your friends, who your real friends are, Scorpio. You're pretty good at figuring out who the bad seeds are. What does this card say? The Knight of Cups. There could be a friend that may be becoming a lover. Or you have a friend that is your lover. Your lover is becoming your friend. The 11th house. Maybe somebody who really cares about you is going to be lit up during this time. So look for that person. Somebody wants to share their love with you during that full moon. Wants to express something to you, Scorpio. You're pretty sexy, don't worry about it. 12th, Libra. Libra, it's happening in your 12th house. This is a full moon in your 12th house of your subconscious, the things that you don't talk about, your dreams, your fears, the things of the unknown, your subconscious. What have you been dreaming about? Or focus on what you've been dreaming about. You've been having some weird dreams lately, Libra. Looks like you have the 10 of Swords. Something is finally coming to an end. After this full moon, you can stop thinking about it. Stop stressing about it. You can't think about it anymore. It's done. But this card is always saying it's darkest before dawn. Even though everything seems pretty bad, you about to have a new beginning. Okay? That's all the astrology for the houses, for all the signs. What I'm seeing here, overall, everybody's having a major spiritual balance that they all need to do. We all need to do this. For this full moon, we need to have a spiritual balance. Emotionally, we need to keep to what's tried and true. I see mentally, there's been some loss for everybody. We've all been having a pretty hard month, probably mentally, whether it's been some type of job or stressing about friends. But there's some potential coming near the second half of the month. Some new things happening. We just need to balance out our emotions and our mind, you know? Don't let the full moon get the best of you. Everybody. And this is my message for everybody. Just looking at the cards overall. I think I see everybody's been kind of ending things and dropping things off and walking away from things and being mentally kind of disturbed the beginning half of this month. And this full moon is about to light up some issues, and you're going to have to let go of some things, and you're going to have some new things to pop up near the second half of the month. These animal spirit oracles advice to everybody is the peacock, and the peacock is about show your feathers. This weekend, go out, have fun, show people who you are. The peacock is always seen, always seen. Show people your beauty, your flavor, what makes you special. Don't be afraid to do that this weekend. I know there's some bad things and some good things, but don't worry about it. Peacock spirit tells me just to kind of be yourself. Shine, show your light, show your love, show who you are, show why you're worthy and why people need to know who you are. Make something happen, because if you don't do it, then who will? I hope you guys like this reading. Be sure to like, subscribe, leave me a comment, even after the full moon. Come back and let me know what happened, okay? Talk to you guys later. Peace out.